Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video. Today we're going through a quick look at the piece of software designed by ROCCAT called Power Grid. It's a really nice little piece of software which I actually didn't know existed. We've recently just signed up with ROCCAT as a new sponsor, and I must say I've actually never used any of their sort of gaming gear before, but we've currently been sent the Ryos MK Pro, which is their top of the line keyboard, their top of the line headset, which is the Cave XTD, and also their mouse, which is the Cone XTD. This is top of the line. If you're a high-end gamer or a PC enthusiast, this will really interest you. ROCCAT are a German company, and first of all, their quality is just amazing, even down to sort of their packaging, their boxes. It's just crazy built. Some of their sort of devices, so this is their mouse. It's their highest end mouse. It's really nice to use. I won't be going into sort of each device or bit of gaming hardware in this video. I'll just be showing you how this Power Grid software can interact with these different types of hardware. Like, you don't need to use Power Grid to use their devices with. You can use Power Grid and you don't have to use a ROCCAT device, but by grabbing their hardware and incorporating it into the Power Grid, you can control all the custom lighting and things like that just from your phone. I'm also really impressed with some of the things with their headset, sort of the way the ear cups are designed. It's just really well engineered and they actually fit really well. So and you even get this crazy massive sort of like dock, and this headset also has Bluetooth. So say you're gaming, you get an incoming call, you can hit the Bluetooth button and you can pick up the call straight from the headset. So that's a really sweet design, and I don't think I've seen a headset use that before. Even got one of their mouse pads, the Hyro. It's got this crazy blue rubber backing on it. I haven't seen any mouse pads look like that, and it's not really a cloth material. It's like a sort of a rubber material, and that feels really nice as well, and it looks like it'll be really easy to clean. So that's pretty much it for that. We'll jump in and have a look, and I'll go through installing this software. I've been checking around on forums, and a lot of people have issues installing custom grids, especially like the VLC app and things like that. So I'll go in and show you how you can sort of configure those and install them really easily. Alrighty, so what I want to do is I just want to go through how to set up Power Grid on your Windows desktop and also on your mobile phone. Now, at the moment it supports iPhone and Android, and I believe they're making a Windows Phone version as well. So I've got the ROCCAT Ryos MK Pro. This is the highest top-notch quality keyboard you can buy. It's got so many features. I'm not going to talk about each item I've got as in spec-wise and all that. I will be doing individual reviews on each of these items later on, but I thought I'd just go through and show you a Power Grid sort of tutorial because I'm really liking it so far, and it's got a heap of features. I've also got the mouse as well, the Cone XTD. That's their top-of-the-line mouse as well. So I'll be doing a review later on with that. But the Power Grid software supports these two devices, and bear in mind that the Power Grid software is completely free. You don't need a ROCCAT device at all. It just supports your Windows. You can check temps, how your PC is running, your core utilization. You can launch games. It does a whole heap with your sound control options, so it's really in depth. And then when you buy one of their keyboards or mice, you can add extra features to the Power Grid for controlling your lighting effects and things like that. So straight away you want to download and install Power Grid from their software, from their website. You just go to downloads, or you can just search in Google for ROCCAT Power Grid. Then you go run. So I'm going to completely install this from scratch because on this system, because there's been a lot of confusion on the internet about getting this to work, and especially downloading custom grids. A lot of people can't get them to work, and I managed to find a simple way to get them working. So for your phone side of things, so I've just got the phone here. I won't show you how to install it on there. I've already got it installed. You simply just go to your, for Android, I'll be doing this on Android, go to the Play Store, search for Power Grid. It comes up, you just install it, and that's all you have to do. And then finish, we'll minimize that. Okay, so I've already created an account. You just have to create an account. So I'll just log in. Pretty simple to create an account. It just connects. So now this is the first time, so you want to go to your Power Grid on your phone. So you fire that up. I'm just going to go scan because this is the first time I've done it. So it's already found that I got 2 computers at the moment running the software. So this is the new system here. And then it comes up on the screen, yes, you want to add the device, HTC1, go yes, and then it's done. So now I've got all the features up on my phone, just like that. So straight away, so on the right hand side of the screen, you've got a replica of your phone. So you don't have to keep on going, looking at the software, looking at your phone, and then vice versa. So you can put your phone down and you've got sort of the same display on the right as what will be on your phone. So it's got stopwatch, timer, it's got your disk drive status, your net usage, which is really good. It's got RAM info, so I've got a total of 8 gigs, so it's got the right amount there, and then it's got the cores. So this system's got 4 cores, I believe it's an AMD quad core. So on my laptop it's got 8 cores, and it will show in the 8 all up there as well. So we'll go through a quick look on some of the default grids you have. So we've got your incoming center. So if you go to settings, you've got your incoming center, so you can go to Facebook, you can link it with your Facebook account. So when you're in games or you're sort of away from your PC, you go to, I haven't linked it yet for this system, but it'll pop up with like new Facebook message, new status update from someone, and then once you click on it on the phone, it brings it up on your default Windows Explorer. So that's really neat as well. So you got your system stats, which we just saw. We got sound control over here, so this is the next tab along. This is what I really like. We'll just go to that now on the phone. So you go to the sound control, and because it's using Wi-Fi, it's really responsive. It's just about instant. And then we've got your music volume, so you can set a default media player. I normally use Winamp. So if you go to music, it just controls the Winamp volume. You go to master, it controls everything. So if we now have a look here, if we go mixer, and it's really good that it shows you your different, it's got your independent volume control. So you got master, which you can see going up and down. Then I can say control Windows Media Player, and say you got sound coming out of Chrome, it'll add a Chrome option, and say you've got a game as well, you can control the sound for the game as well. So it's really good. It's got independent options for each of those. Alright, so I've just installed Winamp. So on your phone, we'll just have a look. So you hit the play on the phone, and it's come up open assigned media player. So actually, if you just go to settings, I'm sure you can assign that somewhere. So yep, so default media player, we'll go to Winamp. I hate Windows Media Player, hit apply. So we'll just go back to play, open assign media player, and then Winamp just opens up straight away, and that's now playing, as you can see there. And then if I go find Windows Media Player here, Winamp, it can adjust the volume just for Winamp without having to change. If you look down the bottom corner there, you can see just the Winamp volume is going up and down. So that's a really neat little feature that it can connect to the different volume devices there. Alright, so moving on, we'll have a look at adding a custom grid that you can download. There's a lot of confusion on these on the net. So what you also need is we'll add the custom the torque effects. So this one's for your mice, changing your colors of your mice and things like that. So to add a grid onto the actual phone, you just select it, and it comes up here, and then you click on the blank slot down here and you just do add to bar, and now it's added it down the bottom, and then you can just hit apply, and then now you scroll over and it's pretty much instant. So now it's come up on the phone. You can go back to sound control. So I believe you get 2 free custom grids. So this app's completely free and you get 2 of these complete custom ones. So I think that's really good. These ones you can add Windows 7 command. So I can do add to bar, and now I hit apply. I go over to the Windows 7 controls and it's right there. I can just go to system, and then up comes your system. And so you can, these are a lot of default ones like network, firewall, performance, sound, mixer, things like that, but you can add a lot of custom ones you want. You can really just start off with a blank grid like this and add your own apps, your own launches, anything you want. So the possibilities are just really endless. So we'll move on to we'll close. Actually, what we're going to add a custom one. So what we'll do is you go to the website. We might actually just do that now. Actually, there's actually a faster link. It takes you straight there once you've got the software open. So you can go to Grid Store. Go to the Grid Store. Now you can find, they have heaps of ones for games, Battlefield, all things like that. We'll do the VLC remote one. A lot of people will probably use that. You just have to log on and then you can download it, so that one's free. I've already downloaded it here, but the only thing you need to do, it comes as a .zip file. So that's the confusing thing, because it's just got a few files in the zip file. So what you have to do is when you go to Grids editor, you go to import a package. It looks for a RPGP file. So what I need to do is you rename the .zip. I think that was it. RPGP. So once you've renamed the zip file, it now comes up with the actual little ROCCAT icon. So now you can just go back to grids, double click on the VLC one, and now it knows that it's to be added. I'll just tick those to add it, import, and now it's added it straight to the grid side. I can just hit apply. Refreshes the screen on your phone. Now it says that I'm out of tabs. So what I'll do is I'll actually remove that one. Hit apply. All right, so now we're sweet. All right, so now you can see the VLC app is up there. It's I haven't really tested it too much, but I'm assuming it'll do everything you need to do with VLC like you would on your keyboard. So that's another sweet little app grid there for it. All right, so that's that one. We'll install the Lite FX one that you use to control the Ryos keyboard. So with the same thing, I'm going to rename the zip file to RPGP. Enter, yes. I think this is only a recent change because a lot of people are saying that they never had to do this. And now you just hit OK. I've got to restart the program. And every time you close the program, it sort of just boots you out back to the logon screen, which isn't too much of an issue. Then once it's connected, I can just hit connect. And now we've got the Ryos Lite FX. So that's the one you want with this keyboard. I'm going to see if we can actually control it all without having to install the keyboard driver, which I haven't done yet. So we're going to add it to there. We'll just remove the VLC remote. We'll hit apply. So now I can go over to the Ryos Lite FX. And let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, no, it looks like we need the keyboard software to install. So I'll just install the keyboard software, and then we'll have a look at all the lighting effects we can do on the keyboard. Alrighty, so we've now got the keyboard drivers installed. You don't actually need it up and running to be able to change the lighting modes. We'll just go over to the Ryos Lite FX over here. So there are all the options you get. So you get a few sort of progress bars, snowfall, night rider, different sort of themes you can set. So at the moment we've got the lighting set to how it is in the software in Windows. So at the moment it's just got a low sort of delay on each key, and the software is really good just for the keyboard alone. You can do a lot of in-depth options in there. I won't go into that now because I'm just sort of covering the power grid features. I'll cover the actual keyboard software when I review the keyboard. So if we just go over now and we do the progress bar, you can see that there. So that's the progress bar mode. I might just keep this off to the side. Then we've got the Snowfall, which is that one. And we can go down to Knight Rider, which looks pretty cool. And we got Rain. And it's actually really responsive, like it is going through Wi-Fi, so you're not going to have any sort of out of range, not like Bluetooth or infrared, doesn't have to be line of sight. Providing you get decent Wi-Fi coverage where you are, you could sort of do this from anywhere in your house. And then we got this other one. What's this one? Starflight. Then we got this other one. And then we have a continuous wave, which looks pretty cool as well. So they're just some of the features you can do with this keyboard and with this app. So I really like it how the app's completely free. You can do a lot with the app, and then they've just sort of added a few extra features with the keyboard and the mouse. I'll show you the mouse in a tick. And then you just got pause. You can pause it wherever you're at, and then you could just either instantly turn the lights on or off, and then you can speed it up and then speed it down as well. So that's it on the keyboard sort of area. We'll just have a look at what you can do with their different mouse products. Okay, so with the mouse, you just simply use the Torque FX tab on the phone. So as you can see, you got all your color options there. For some reason, I can't seem to get the different lighting modes working from the phone. I'm not sure why. If I use the built-in mouse software, which gives you a way more amount of features than just these few here, it works fine. And same with the turning the lights on and off. It doesn't seem to be doing it from the phone side, so I'm not sure if this, it says it's supported, but I'm just not sure why that's not working. But you can definitely change the color of the mouse. If you have a look, I'll just change it to a blue color there, and if I go to green, so it is pretty responsive. When you do that, that's a sort of a light blue, go to a yellow and green, and then back to red. So that works fine, but you definitely don't get as many options as you do in the actual software. So if I set it to blinking, it's not blinking. So in the software, it works really well. In the software that comes with the mouse, I'll show you this when I do the mouse review, you can actually change. There's actually 4 different LEDs. There's one there, and then one at the top, one at the bottom. And you can change it to fade up and down. So you can select any color you want for each end. And you can do it so it slowly pulsates red down to blue and then back up. So it's got a lot more features in the actual software. So it's not a big sort of deal there. Alright, so there's just one more area with the Power Grid software I want to show, and that's the editor. So this is where you can completely make all your own grids, customizing yourself. You can change all the colors. There's a lot of in-depth areas that you can change. So I'll just go to a new grid. I can call this test grid. So you can do this to ever you like, for a game, just to open programs. We'll just go to, so you can set the background of your grid. I can set the tab to be, we'll make it green. Okay, let's see, do okay. So now it's got sort of a mesh background there. Now I can start adding icons. It would take a while to do all this, so I might just go and set a Black Ops. You can even set the background of the icons, but because this is already, the background's a full square of the icon, you're not going to see anything. So I guess if you had icons that were much smaller and had a clear background, you can set your own background. And then you can have a little button sound. I can save that. I can save it. Add to grid. So now that's come up there. And then I can do add to bar. And then I can save the changes. Hit apply. And now if I grab the phone, I just scroll along to test grid. It's also named it. And you can actually see that it is green up there. And you can actually change the icon of the test grid. So I could set that, so like I could say make a complete Black Ops grid, and you can actually do a lot of settings in games if you're playing MMOs and things like that, like bring up the map and stuff. So it's just not really for shortcuts. You can use it for a lot of extra things as well. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video on the Power Grid software. I just really wanted to show people how to install it, how simple it is to install, and just to go through those few tricks on getting the grids downloaded off the site to work. It's just pretty much endless possibilities what you can do with this piece of software. There's tons of videos online about people making their own apps, customizing them for games, but there wasn't too many videos on sort of setting it up in a tutorial. A lot of people sort of focus on just sort of little promo videos on showing you how flashy the keyboard was, but never really went into showing you how to set it up and sort of customizing the app itself. So that's pretty much it. Later on, I'll be going through each of these pieces of hardware individually. I'll be doing a full-on review of the keyboard, the headset, and the mouse. So stay tuned for those, and thanks for watching.